Hi everybody, in today's video I want to talk to you about how I managed to stay lean while building muscle. Tip number 1. Choose your foods wisely. So I want to start with emphasizing the fact that each and every macronutrient is very important. Protein is not more important than carbs or fats or vice versa. And you need to get that out of your mind, that proteins are more important than fats, or carbs are more important than fats, or fats than carbs, or whatever. Each macronutrient is very important and has its role. And you need a balanced meal plan, a balanced diet in order to build and maintain a lean physique and gain muscle. When it comes to protein, I eat eggs, chicken, pork, beef sometimes, skyr yogurt, cheese. Right now I have a light cheese, high in protein, about 12 grams of protein per 100 grams and only 4 grams of fat per 100 grams. It's very light. I think in English it's called ricotta, in Romanian it's called urdă, and it's very delicious, you should try it. When it comes to carbs, oats, fruits, pasta, rice, sometimes potatoes, these are my go-tos. And for fats, eggs, olive oil, avocado sometimes, nuts, and so on. You need to have a base, you need to have a foundation in order to maintain a lean physique and build muscle at the same time. Okay, so we were talking about what foods to eat. Now let's talk about how much of those foods we need to eat. Well, I suggest you to have a slightly caloric surplus. I have around 200 calories of a surplus, and this is another tip to maintain a lean physique. If you have too big of a caloric surplus, you will gain too much fat by overspilling those glycogen deposits. So like I said in my previous videos, once I started to count my macros, to count my calories, and to eat consistently on a caloric surplus, I started to see the biggest difference, and of course beautiful results didn't hesitate to appear. Okay, so maybe you will think something like, I'm tired of eating all this rice and beans and potatoes and chicken. I want some sweet stuff, I want a cheat meal, I want to eat something that is not so clean. Well, you need to have those cheat meals. That's tip number 3. Have some cheat meals, but you have to schedule them. The first way you're gonna benefit from them is psychological, because I know how hard it is to maintain for a long time that diet, and you need to escape from it from time to time. What I usually have, I have cheat meals. I don't have cheat days, because a cheat day, I think it's too much and you're going overboard. But once a week or once every 2 weeks, I have a cheat meal, like a pizza with some ice cream, or some pasta with shrimp, like I did before, with some pies. And this way you can maintain your sanity, and after you finish that cheat meal, you're like, okay, let's go, let's do it. Let's push it further, and you can get back on the track, and you can accomplish your goals. Another sub point for this tip, maybe you're a sweet tooth like I am, I suggest you to integrate in your diet something sweet. For me, meal number 2 and meal number 5 are sweet. I use stevia in order to make them sweeter. This way I can have something sweet every day, and I can keep my sweet tooth at a normal level, and I don't feel that urge to eat something like, I don't know, chocolate or ice cream or whatever. If you want to see some of those recipes, I have them on my YouTube channel, you can check it right here. And if you want more recipes like those one, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so all of those 3 tips were for the nutrition aspect. Now the 4th one, let's talk about workout. Stay tuned. Actually, this is not how I make my bed. Sorry about that. On tip number 4, I'm gonna talk about the workout. Well, I'm gonna tell you some obvious points that I think they need to be emphasized more. And I'm talking about a correct form with progressive overload and that mind-muscle connection. When I started to focus on my form, to keep that muscle in my mind when I work out, for example, my back. When I started to focus on these muscles, you can see right here, I'm gonna insert a picture from 2014 to 2015 was the biggest change for me when I started to focus on those muscles, to contract them and to be inside that muscle when I work out. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean, and maybe you saw or you did yourself just the movement you just do the exercise without focusing on what muscle should work. After you have that mind-muscle connection and a correct form, then you can progress, then you can raise those weights. Let's say when you're doing a 12 rep exercise with a certain weight and you feel that muscle and you have that mind-muscle connection and you feel that you can go 14 or 15 reps, then I suggest you to increase those weights. But not until then. If you're doing 5 reps and you can barely do it and for example, you're pushing on chest, you're pushing with your shoulders and triceps, I suggest you don't go and you lower that weight and you start to focus on that form and that muscle. Like I said, that was my biggest mistake, and that's why I share this with you, so you will not have the problems like I have with my shoulders and with my wrist and my knees and so on. So keep that in mind, keep a correct form. Okay, so with that being said, my gym bag is done, I'm ready, let's work out, bye! Okay, so tip number 5, the last one, use your supplements. Take advantage of them. If you need them, use them. Protein, creatine, multivitamin. For example, if you can't get enough protein in your diet, I suggest you buy a protein supplement, a creatine. I use both and for me they work. But keep in mind, they are supplements and they are there to supplement your diet. So you need to have a base in order to supplement it. At this point, if you're a teenager, I really want to talk with your parents. So parents, please don't confuse supplements with steroids. They are a total different thing, and supplements, they are base, they are food base, they are found in our food. For example, whey protein, it's exactly that. You find it in the whey, in the milk, and it's just broken down and they add some sweetener and that's it. It's just a simple way to get your protein in your diet. Personally, I never had this issue because my father was in the fitness industry and he knew exactly what supplements are, and my mother was in the same category and she knew exactly what are them. But I know that there are a lot of parents that they are confusing, and it's normal, you don't have to blame them, but you just have to teach your parents and to explain them, or just make them look at this video so they will understand that there's a huge difference between supplements and steroids. Steroids are hormones like testosterone, and supplements are just food that can supplement your diet. I know that it may be hard for some of you to have 3,000, 3,500 or 4,000 calories in your diet, or maybe more, and you may find it really hard to get all those nutrients and all those calories only from food. That's why you have supplements and you need to take advantage of them. I will create a future video where I will go more in depth about these supplements, and I will break them down in more categories so you will understand what they are used for and decide if you need them or you don't. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, if you want to see that motivational video, the full motivational video, I will put it right here, or at the final of this video it will pop up so you can check it. For those of you who are still watching, I have a bonus tip. Have a schedule, wake up at a certain time, go to bed at a certain time, and if you can, have also a meal schedule. It's very important for me to eat almost at the same hour every single day, and you just get your body used to the schedule and you will feel better. You can maintain those calories every single day, the same amount, and by doing this, of course, consistency takes place and you'll see results. If you just wang it, I don't know if that's a word, you're not gonna make progress. And the same goes with your sleep. So for me, the most important thing is to have a schedule and to keep it. I go to bed at 11:30, I wake up at 7 a.m. every single day, even in the weekends. That's another very important thing. If you keep your schedule from Monday till Friday and you screw it in the weekend, Monday it will be very hard to wake up. Maybe you will recover from that weekend only Wednesday, and by the time you are recovered you screw it again in the next weekend. So once again, that's a very important thing for me and I wanted to share it with you. Keep your schedule, your food schedule and your sleep schedule. Make it in a way that will work for you. So that was an extra bonus tip for those of you who stayed till final. Thank you very much again for watching these videos. If you like them, please let me know in the comments below and don't forget to like, subscribe, you know it. Okay, it's time to go to sleep. Goodbye.